Oh shit, what am I doing? Might want to wear these. Might be a good idea.
What a dumbass!
Thought my vision looked a little blurry. So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another moto vlog. D-Cycle here on his way home from work, he is. And here I am talking to myself in the third person again. Now, if you guys watched my video that I put out a couple days ago about the Midwest Moto Meet-Up, my reflection on it, the video footage I shot, if you check that video out, thank you very much. If you haven't, go up here and check that video out. It was a lot of fun to make that video, and it was a lot of fun to reflect on the event at the same time. Man, it is finally fall, and it feels like fall. I have about 79 today. Feels pretty good. So I still can't get over how good of a time that MMM was. The whole weekend was awesome. Everything went off just about perfectly. And thank all you guys again that made the trip. It meant a lot that you guys came out here to Illinois, where people think there's only cornfields and boring shit. But you came out, and I'm glad a lot of you had a good time. A lot of you said you did, and that's what my biggest worry was, that everybody had fun while they were out here. And on a tangent of that, I just want to let you guys know that everybody that bought a t-shirt, another special thank you, because all that money that we raised went to the Autism Support Connection, Hillsborough, Illinois, and we raised $150. I took that check over to Lynn Selvers from the Autism Support Connection just a few days ago, and she was very, very shell-shocked, and she was very, very grateful for what we did. So thank you guys once again for raising for a good cause, and a cause that means a lot to me and my family. So good on you guys. I don't want to get moving here. These videos are less boring when we're not in traffic. All right. All right. It's a cool looking bike though. So now let's talk about a few more things. I've got some things I want to talk about the Sport Glide, and things I got coming up. Hopefully I can get some input from you guys too, because you guys are very, very important to this channel. And with a lot of hesitation, I think I'm going to go ahead and tune this Sport Glide. I got the Arlen S Big Sucker sitting at home, and I got an FP3 tuner, and I'm thinking about just going ahead and throwing that thing on and tuning this bike. See what it's got. I know this thing is really handicapped out of the factory, and throwing the tab on really helped with the sound. Now I really want to help with the performance. I mean, don't get me wrong, the 107 has a lot of power and a lot of good pull, but I just can't wait to see what that Big Sucker does in that tune, and really opens this bike up. I'm really excited for that. I just know at the same time that my warranty is going to go pfft. No more warranty for this bike, but you know, with the FP3, they haven't been having many problems with it, so I think we're probably pretty safe. I mean, again, I'm going to be hesitant. I still got a little under a year left on my my warranty, but I may just go ahead and throw it on. Another 1,000 miles, I think. I've got a 5,000 mile service I'm going to do, so that'll be a video coming up probably within, I don't know, the next couple of months when I put this bike away for the winter. But I think this winter I might focus on some more customization for the Sport Glide. I know there's a few more things I want to do to get it more long travel worthy. I know floorboards, I'd like to change the shifter peg and arm, and just a few other cosmetic things. And I think we're going to be set for the most part with this bike. I mean, you know, people say they're done customizing their bike, but usually they keep going and they keep going. Hell, I'd love to do a graphic wrap on this bike too. I think that'd be awesome. But other than that stuff, this fall, before it gets too cold to go out and film, you know, out here, I'm thinking about go ahead pursuing that Route 66 little mini-series idea that kind of reflects on all the awesome Route 66 attractions and sites in my area. So I work in Litchfield there, and we went through here during the Midwest Moto Meet-Up, and there's lots of neat things to see that Unfortunately, a lot of us didn't get to stop at when we were out here. I know the Shell Museum / old Shell Station in Mount Olive was a big thing people wanted to stop at, but we were kind of pressed for time. It's like a little mini museum on the inside, so that should be pretty cool to kind of go through there and shoot some good cinematic B-roll and maybe talk to the owner and kind of learn about the history and share that with you guys. I think that'd be cool. And also, there's the oldest operating drive-in on Route 66. That is also in Litchfield. I've been there many times when I was a kid. Not so much lately. I'm hoping to bring my kids there maybe in a few more years when they want to kind of give them a taste of what things used to be like when you used to watch movies. And yeah, just a few other things I think might be worthwhile making some cool videos for. I know a lot of people, they love that Route 66 history, so I think those videos might be pretty fun for you guys. So if you haven't yet, go over and check out the 5 Dirty Bikers podcast. We just released episode 4 just a couple of days ago, and this was recorded in front of a live studio audience at MMM. So go check that out. It's about an hour or so. It's not too long compared to some of our other ones. If you haven't listened to our old podcast, go check those out too. Hopefully you guys like them. And I'll put links in the description below to all the 5 Dirty Bikers. You can go check out Kid Moto, Great Egret, Tony Cox, and Wet Banana Moto, also known as Moose Knuckle Mike. And coming back around to the whole topic of the Sport Glide, there's a couple of channels I want to go ahead and mention in today's video that you guys need to check out. If you ride a Sport Glide, if you're thinking about getting a Sport Glide, you want to know some really good info and see some really good content from a few Sport Glide riders, check these two out. We're going to start with number 1, Revelator Alf. Here's how his channel looks, and go into the description below and check out his channel. Very good creator who just started out not too long ago, has a Sport Glide. I think he's got a 2019, and he's putting out some really useful information on this bike model and about Harleys in general. So make sure you go over there, check out his content, and let him know that D-Cycle sent you. And another fellow Sport Glide rider I want you guys also to check out is the Moto Barista. The Moto Barista is a coffee barista, just like his name suggests, and he drives a Sport Glide as well. He's done a lot of work to it. It looks really nice, and he's getting it ready for long travels. He is from Australia, I believe, and he's doing a lot of great stuff over on his channel. He's very good with the cinematography, the camera work, and all that. So right here is the Moto Barista. Go check it out. The link's in the description below. Also let him know that Mr. D-Cycle sent you. And coming back to the 5 Dirty Bikers podcast, we have a very special guest on next week's edition. So make sure you check Instagram for the 5 Dirty Bikers and find out who we will be chatting with next week, next Wednesday, for a podcast that'll be released probably that weekend or shortly after. Anyway, y'all, thank you for joining me in another video. If you like today's video, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. And when you subscribe, hit that bell icon. That way you know I got videos out just like this one. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video. You take it sleazy.